welcome back to our channel startuplanes.com. I'm Namrata and I'm taking interviews of the CEOs and founders of several innovative startups in India. In today's interview, I'll be talking to Dr. Ankit Arora. Dr. Ankit Arora has an extensive experience of more than 20 years in the healthcare industry. He, along with his two partners, Khushbu and Jagdish, founded eSwasthalaya Healthcare Private Limited. The startup aims to bridge the gap in the healthcare industry, be it awareness, services, or facilities. You want to know more about this business? Let's get into the video.
Hello, sir. Thank you for joining today. I'm Namrata and I'll be taking your interview. But before the interview begins, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Myself, Dr. Ankit Arora, and I am in healthcare since 2004. And in the last COVID situation, we have founded a company named eSwasthalaya Healthcare Private Limited, which basically aims to equalize the healthcare situation among Indian public. And I, along with my two partners, Khushbu, she is in pharmacology sector, and Yatish, namely the founder, technology co-founder, and we three have started the company. And presently, we are working on the same.
All right, sir. So, talking about your startup, how did you come up with the idea?
So, basically, in last March, where our Honorable Prime Minister PM Modi ji has announced the lockdown, and during that time, we basically found that there is a huge lack, rather than a gap, I would say huge lack of healthcare facility, resources, awareness among the Indian public. और then we which was very much evident in the second wave. हम लोग समझ सकते हैं कि हम लोगों को कितनी issues, कितनी problem आई है second wave में, which we have certain that it need to be looked upon. And there is a study which I would like to quote here. India has been among 145th country out of 180 or 190 country odd in terms of healthcare, which is very, I would say, very sad number. But considering the situation जो हमने COVID में face किया है, there is a justification to it, and because of which we have decided to start this startup.
So, you are talking about an existing market gap. So, when you started out with your startup, were there any challenges or difficulties that you had to overcome?
Yes, being a doctor from a medical fraternity, we have been taught very less about the business part, about the finance part, about the technology part. So we struggled a lot during our first 6 months or so, but due to our co-founders' grit and resilience, we started focusing on the basics of them, and we started picking out our mistakes. We were unable to understand what are the terms and terminology that goes around in the startup ecosystem. But after a year or so, we have started our startup on 12th June. So it's more than a year, and we are still improving, and we are still improving on our part. This was a huge, I would say, lack on our part, that we were not unaware. We were not aware about the business and the finance part as a medical fraternity.
All right. So, for a person who has very limited knowledge about this domain, could you explain your business model in very simple terms?
Yes, presently we have one vertical ready, and for the same, I would like to give you some detail about our startup functioning, so that it can also be useful to you as well, or the listeners who are listening it. See, what we have done is we have started our one portal. And on that portal, we have started specialized video call consultation for the same. By that, what I meant to say is, if someone has to take consultation, we can take consultation from our portal. See, we are not cold and cuff platform. So we are here for a specialized video call consultations or a problem which is not able to solve by your nearby doctors. And for the same, we have more than 182 doctors on our panel, and we have selected 86 doctors till date on our panel to solve this issue. This is have one vertical, and by doing the same, which has taken us more than 5 to 6 months to complete the app from both doctors and the patient side, we came to know that doctors, as I was mentioning, that we are lacking the business and finance situation. It was not with me only. It was with more than 95% of the doctor fraternity. So we find a huge gap that if we take a doctor to their customized digitalized platform, that is by making their website or making them giving them a platform where they can digitalize their practice, that will benefit both the doctors as well as the patient who is looking for the proper doctor or the specialized doctor. That is how we are addressing the gap, or I would say lack of the awareness or the content that is not in the internet. So now we are concentrating on both the verticals. We have one vertical ready, and we are concentrating on the second vertical for addressing or making the doctor's website in near future.
All right. I would also require you to list down all the services that you're offering for a better understanding.
Okay. So presently we are providing, Namrata ji, for example, if a patient or if a user wants to take consultation for a problem that is not being solved by nearby doctor, he can contact us or he can use our app for teleconsultation. That is one vertical. And from the doctor's side, a doctor can contact us for digitalizing their practice. If he wants to make his website done, he can make it done, and with a simple format where he can put his content or he can put his services down the internet or on our app, and he can use it. So that is our two business model presently, and we are focusing on others verticals, but presently we are focusing on these two.
All right. So, in order to like really determine who are your customers, or is it just the doctors, or you are reaching out to hospitals and other healthcare institutes? How is it working?
See, what we have decided in first instance, when we decided to open the consultation app for the patients, we decided or we understood the fact that healthcare in India, precisely, it runs on trust basis. Okay, so despite there are many apps that are available in the market, if even if you want to take your family member like mother or father, you'll ask someone nearby that which doctor is better. Okay, so let us. So this is a very practical issue which we noticed that, and so while we opened a teleconsultation app, we found that reaching out to patient would be more difficult in the market rather than reaching out to patient via a doctor. So that was our main what we call understanding in the last 1 year, that rather than going directly to the customer, we have to go through the doctors first, or the consumer or the patient first. That basically understand our mechanism of working in the last 1 year. That's why we have pivoted, and which I was mentioning earlier also, that we are making a platform where any doctor can digitalize their practice through our platform. Something like we are aiming to make Shopify or InstaMojo for doctors. Understanding our domain, since we are in this for the last 18 years, we can understand the doctor's need, and being as a doctor's fraternity, I can understand that what are the basic challenges that doctor face. He must be an expert in something, a very difficult surgery, but the patient is unable to reach there because of their presence, because of their limited presence in digital environment.
All right. Now, my next question to you is that in the healthcare domain, which is very huge and ever expanding, why should a customer or why should a doctor reach out to you and take the help of your platform and not anything similar?
See, as I have mentioned, so let us consider two sides of the coin, the patient and the doctor. Okay, when we have decided that we'll allow only the specialized doctor which have minimum 8 to 10 years of experience on our portal, that creates a trust among the masses that okay, that Swasthfit is a platform that where only the specialized doctors would be there. And similarly for the doctor side, if we give them a qualitative digital platform where they can digitalize or where they can expand their practice, and more and more doctors will come, and at the same point of time the patient as well, they will also come to our platform, that this is the platform where the experience and the specialized doctor can be trusted upon. This is where we are looking upon, and we have done more than 70 consultation, obviously free of cost, for our COVID patients, COVID panel, and we have paying customer, and mostly most of them are recurring, because they, once they get satisfied, they have a trust upon, they obviously tell their family members, they tell their friends, because healthcare is a sector where trust plays a very important role. Before service comes trust. Okay.
All right. Also, if I ask you this question, that what separates or what makes your company stand out amongst the others, would you like to add anything to your last answered question?
Okay. So I would say there are basically three uh, things that I would like to ascertain that makes us differentiated from our, I would say, competitor on a daily basis. So we have more than, as I've already mentioned, plenty of time. We have 18 years of experience in healthcare sector. I'm in healthcare sector since 2004, and we have basically added a technological co-founder. We have given him an equity for the same, that he can concentrate on this project as a whole, so that our any what you call domain of our startup, be it business, be it finance, or be it technology, it cannot be like, it should not lag behind. Second thing, and third thing is, we have worked in an environment like AIIMS New Delhi, and we have worked there for more than 7 years, and where we have understood how the digital healthcare runs, what are the lacunae or the deficiency in the present system, and we have done a proper research and study, so that we can utilize that study, and we can proceed forward.
All right, sir. Understood. Now, coming to the vendors part, when you are associating with any vendors, be it technology based or anything, what are the parameters you judge them upon before taking them on board?
So, as I have mentioned, that we have more than 160, 170 doctors on our panel, and we have selected only 86 doctors for the same. There are three parameters which we select for our healthcare provider, and for the same, so that our quality does not get deteriorated, as well as we should have a specific parameter where we can ascertain, or where we can tell the doctor that, okay, you are selected for, or you are on our panel for teleconsultation panel. First is, a doctor should be a postgraduate. See, in the near time future, every person looks for the quality, and in healthcare sector, as I have already told you, that trust comes before service. So he must be a knowledgeable guy. Okay. And second is, he must have a minimum experience of 5 to 7 years. Okay. So 5 to 7 years before we took him on our panel. Okay. Before we took him on our panel. And third thing is, if at all, what we do is, we keep doctors on our panel where the location or the geolocation is nearby. For example, if you are searching a doctor, then our app will use the geolocation and will show you the doctor which is nearby, following the above two parameters. Unlike other app, we don't take money from doctor to keep them on top of the search.
Okay, understood. So, also talking about the future of the company, have you planned anything as of yet, like any short-term goal or a long-term goal?
See, any startup, I have understood that any startup that works less than a decade will not have a long-term future. So we need to plan in such a manner that it should run a minimum 10 years. For that, we have decided our 3-year goals, 5-year goals, 10-year goals. And so for the same, we have decided for 3-year goals. We have, though we have one vertical ready, we'll be further refining it. What we have ascertain and understand the fact that in teleconsultation level, or in the video call consultation level, there are many people who are living in the metro city, whereas their parents or their family members live in the city of their origin. Okay, they go to Mumbai, they go to Delhi, they go to Kolkata, and their parents, they live in the city of origin. So we will be focusing on conference video call consultation, which will help us in bridging the gap between the patient and doctors, as well as we'll be providing various platform, various tools to the doctor, where they, through which they can digitalize their practice, be it software, be it different modules for patient training, be it website. So it's our 3-year goal, And for 5-year goal, will be more focusing on med tech, which is relatively unknown term today, but it will not be a unknown term after 5 to 7 years. Where doctors will be giving us the video where you can use some specific factors or some specific study modules and you can improve it. And in the 10 years plan, we plan to cover pan India as well as the global region, considering through the insurance plan or different platform levels, or with the collaboration with government or other ties where we can focus and collaborate with other people to increase our presence.
Okay. Also, you would agree to this statement that when a startup or a company wants to grow and expand, having a steady source of fund plays a very crucial role. So, if you could walk me through the funding scenario of your company as well, for people to understand, like whether you have taken funds previously, are you willing to in the near future?
Okay, so we are taking presently we are bootstrapped, and though we have been selected in NASSCOM and IIM Lucknow, and they are giving us business as well as the financial training for the same, and we are looking for the investors. But before that, we are more focused on the product that provides quality and value to our healthcare providers. So that makes a huge lot of difference. The moment our product or the service that will generate revenue, obviously it would be very much easier for the investor to have a validation upon our startup. So it's a very basic term. So presently we are focusing on that, and at the same point of time we are looking for a different investor who can invest on a longer term in a startup rather than providing money alone. We should also look upon an investor with a due diligence who can provide us more mentoring as well as the focus and the mission to keep us aligned, because we are still learning, and we also want the investor to be mission aligned with the startup.
Great, sir. Also, last question of the session is that what are your thoughts on startup planes?
It's very good. See, I would say I'll keep looking upon the videos on the startup planes. You guys are doing a great job, and basically it's a huge thing that Y Combinator has shaped American tech industry beautifully, and you guys are also putting for the same. It helps us budding entrepreneur like us to look upon you for mentoring, for investing, for looking upon where we can learn upon. So you guys are doing a really good job.
Well, thank you for your kind words, sir. It was really lovely talking to you.